Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Diamond Duels podcast. My name is Zach Gaming Dad 25. As always, this is my co-host Josh 2K.
What's good, everybody?
And today, we welcome back one of the staples in the 2K community, one of the positive vibe members of the 2K community. There's not many of them. And this is the second time coming back on the show. My boy T Smalls. Say what's up to everybody, Tim.
Hey, I appreciate coming back. I'm a 2K enthusiast, and I guess we're still rolling.
Still rolling with the punches. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with, as usual, the secret draft. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the secret draft, me and Josh know the theme of our teams. Tim does not. Okay, we're gonna draft a lineup 1 through 5. And as we go, Tim has to make his best guess on what the theme may be and try and craft his team around that also. So
I got a notebook this time.
There we go.
Oh, man, he's ready.
So for those who want to play along, you might want to close your eyes right now because it's going to go on the screen for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are good. Let's get into it. Josh, you want number 1 pick or me?
You go ahead.
All right, a hot take. Give me Kobe, Opal Kobe at the 2.
Opal Kobe at the 2. All right, as my starting center, give me Goat Shaq.
Boy, you really narrowed it down there, Kobe.
Yeah.
How about power forward Larry Bird? I think he might be a dark matter or an Opal.
Okay.
Or there's like 7 of them.
Okay,
There's 700 of them. Pick one.
So give me at the point another possible hot take. Let me know in the comments down below after this if this is going too far. 100 overall Magic at point.
I was actually okay. We'll talk more about it in a minute. At my power forward, I'm gonna go 99 overall Kevin McHale.
And Magic is going too far, possibly.
We'll talk about it.
All right.
You might have gave him too much.
How about? It's not going to help me really, but Goat Jordan, the point guard version.
Okay.
Gladiator point guard version.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see your Goat Jordan, and I'll take 100 overall Scotty at the 3.
Okay. At my 3, I'm gonna go 100 overall John Havlicek.
How about center LeBron? Is there a center LeBron James?
Not yet. No.
Not yet, but there will be soon. So
all right,
you can go ahead.
Small forward LeBron James.
Okay.
Low key, maybe a little bit. It depends on how controversial we're trying to get.
Stop the disrespect. You better watch your mouth. Antoine. We're not doing this.
Controversial.
We're not doing this.
So I think I see the power forward, huh? Okay.
You need 2 positions, don't you?
I got point. I got
Magic.
Shooting guard. I got small forward. Oh, so I need center and power forward?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. We lacking.
Yeah, lineup restrictions. See, I got the notebook. I'm checking your lineup restrictions.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
So this is gonna get messy as fuck. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Give me 100 overall Kareem at power forward.
All right. What are we doing? All right. At point guard, let me get the new playoff 99 Kyrie Irving.
Well, controversial. Magic Johnson, Kevin McHale are in the same bracket somehow. Let me get dark matter Steph Curry, the bold one that you'd be lucky to get out of a $50 pack.
Yeah, if you're lucky, if your odds are good. So I'm kind of torn on this center.
I feel like your list has really thrown him off a cliff.
But that's the goal.
Like, yeah, but like you made it impossible.
The fact that I'm not to explain.
I know.
I'm not to explain.
I know the category, and I'm like.
The fact that I'm about to explain half of my picks is kind of insane, actually. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you took Shaq already. Okay, so I can't take Shaq. Oh man, a center.
I could give you one, but
Let me see. Okay. Yeah, just give me one. Fuck it.
the 99 Anthony Davis.
No. Fuck it. Yeah, give me AD. Okay, give me AD.
All right. At my shooting guard, I'm going Galaxy Opal Dwayne Wade.
I could like make up like a category like champions, and they all qualify.
I mean, you wouldn't be
75.
wrong.
Oh no, never mind. Not 80 for 75 greatest. Man, and I don't think it'd be signature shoe again.
Nah.
No,
So I need a center.
unless the Honda's got some shoes out there that I need to check out. Maybe I can't
They're
imagine
probably
what
very
a
comfortable.
signature shoe in the '60s would look like.
I'll go center David Robinson on a flyer.
I think he could fit.
Low key.
I mean, it's a hot take, but he could fit the category. Tim,
Yeah.
read us your team real quick. I'll tell you how many people fit the category. That might give you a little guidance.
I got Michael Jordan, point guard, shooting guard Curry. Smart move.
No, those are both. Those are both wrong.
Curry's
No, the fuck he isn't. No, the fuck he isn't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Curry's not. You wouldn't let me say LeBron. You're gonna say Curry.
Well,
No.
All right, keep going.
It's not like a family connection with a different kind of sports star. I'll probably know it as soon as you say it. Of course.
You ready to give in?
Multiple time champions, but Curry, Magic's controversy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
All right.
I
So
tap
before we give the answer, comment down below if you're playing along what you think it is. All right. So Josh chose this category based on the recent controversy of what Jason Kidd said about Jaylen Brown. This is going to be the best second options on championship teams.
Best second options on championship
Now
teams.
the reason I said I Magic fit, I'm thinking rookie Magic. They went to the championship his rookie year. He was a second option. And then Kareem, they went back later in Kareem's career when Magic was the first option.
Like how much he has to explain his, because then he said Kobe.
Kobe and Shaq,
Shaq
come on.
and Kobe are
Come
both
on.
on there. Magic and Kareem.
So Kobe was second option to Shaq. Shaq was second option to D Wade.
That's why I said
Yeah.
Shaq, because he was the second option to D Wade. When you said Kobe, I was like, what is bro talking about?
Come on, we all know Shaq, MVP Shaq, most dominant player in the league. But Kobe probably the best second option ever. But he was a second
over
option
here.
on that team.
You'll call Kobe a second option, but Steph Curry, who didn't get a single Finals MVP when playing with Kevin Durant,
But Steph
wasn't
Curry
able
was
to be a
not the
second,
second
option.
option though.
But Kobe was. right?
Yes, he was.
You're from LA. What is going on, man? What are you doing?
And then LeBron, the only reason I said LeBron was like, okay, maybe, was because that championship team in LA, him and AD were like 1A, 1B. Let's be honest.
So you'll say
Wait.
maybe to LeBron, but Steph Curry, no way.
Wait a second. If LeBron James and AD were 1A, 1B, that would make neither of them a option B.
See, he's contradicting himself.
But I didn't make the pick.
Technically,
I
win.
didn't make the pick. I'm just saying when Tim said LeBron, I was like, there's an argument to be made.
But Steph Curry, he was not willing to budge. So
I'm gonna be honest, Josh. I'm just being stubborn because I was not thinking of those KD teams at all when I said no. But I was just kind of just standing on business right now, just trying to hold my argument.
That's fair. That's fair. I was like, there's no way he doesn't believe there's.
I'm just gonna be real with you.
Option.
All right.
Yeah.
He got 2 rings.
I was thinking you were saying like
I
was thinking you were saying like Clay was.
Iguodala.
I thought you were saying like Clay was the option one. I was like, what the fuck is Josh on?
Iguodala, Finals MVP.
All right, 0 for 2. I'll take the loss. That's fine.
But that one was a pretty. I made that one difficult.
That one wouldn't have been that difficult if Antoine didn't use the first option in one spot and the second option in another spot.
Yeah,
I was confused, and I knew
it would have been fun if I was out there like, oh yeah, give me Tony Parker. No, like Klay Thompson.
You gotta give everybody something to talk about. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Gotta rock the boat a little bit.
Well, that's good. That's good.
All right, so let's get into this content a little bit. We missed like 3 weeks of content. We're only gonna cover this week's content because I don't think nobody wants to see a video of us talking about GOAT Jordan.
The thing about it is we could cover all 3 weeks of content and just dub in a different player card name.
Yeah, that's valid.
Now we got GOAT, and then you just put in the different name. And
so let's start with the set first. The Mecha set. I don't know how they're pronouncing it nowadays, but some people are saying Micha. I think it's Mecha. I don't know.
It is Mecha. I hate to burst anyone's bubble. Micha is not it, Chief.
I was gonna say Micha sounds like a Asian dessert. I don't know. Like like what's the fried ice cream? What's that called?
Micha.
Is it really?
Nah.
Oh. I was like, oh shit. But
so the set is based on fried ice cream.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Hell yeah.
But so I think this set is a lot better than people are giving it credit for, because everybody was saying like the dark matters are great, opals aren't good. The opals are actually okay. For like, they're not going to play on a lot of people's teams because it's really easy to get a full dark matter squad this year. Like it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But JaVale McGee is like really good. What's the other homeboy? The power forward, small forward. I forget his name.
Murray?
Yeah, Keegan Murray's stats are good. It's just
good. That's all I can pull out of these exchange packs.
And then the dark matters are great except for the one you could buy, who's complete ass. Like,
but hey, they give us the ability to buy.
But the dark matter's worse than the opals. like the opals are better than the dark matter.
Yeah, and that's the thing about these sets, and that you said that maybe a couple of these cards are solid. A couple of other people can get excited about these cards, but the focus is on the cards we can't have so much that even if Keegan Murray plays a little bit, even if Mo Pete plays a little bit, it's not enough.
Yeah, because the cards everybody wants are the dark matters. Hakeem, even though I pulled Hakeem, did not like him. I wanted to like him, but I got a pretty simple rule. If I can't make a jump shot with you when I'm shit-faced drunk, you can't play on the team. So
because that's the only way he plays,
and that's the only way I play the game. So if I can't hit a jumper with you when I'm drunk, then you just can't play on the team. And I clanked like 4 of them bitches wide open with Hakeem in a row. I was like, yeah, you gotta go. Packed them up.
Gotta go, Chief.
Like Tom Thibodeau out there, Bassmaster. Gone.
And who else do we have in the dark matters? Giannis, which is like, we already have 100 overall Giannis. We already have
7 people have besides the collector level,
and then we already have a dark matter Giannis already too, right? From All Star, and we had an opal Giannis, and we had the pink diamond Giannis. They love, and we're probably gonna get a GOAT Giannis. Let's just call it what it is. We're gonna get a GOAT Giannis.
Oh yeah. And now they're just kind of tinkering with release timings, and this one, small forward, dark matter, and yeah, it's.
And then we got the
Big Heck, previous guest on the show. He put out a tweet about the Wemby compared to the free opal compared to the pink diamond.
Plus 7 attributes.
Yeah.
Plus 7.
But I'm not mad at that, just because.
The pink diamond Wemby is good enough.
That pink diamond Wemby still plays for some people. So it's not like it's a trash card. And it's like an equalizer just because, they gave us the Mark Eaton that you could have pulled for free. But a lot of people don't have a card that can go out there and compete with the Dark Matter Yao or, a Dark Matter Mark Eaton or even an Opal Artist Gilmore. So, even though the stats aren't amazing, we got a big body to throw out there and everybody can get them. It's simple.
Access.
I would say this is the first one of those opals I'm like, oh, okay, like this card kind of plays a little bit. Like I was tempted to go get him to play my backup center and move Tyson Chandler to power forward.
I'm gonna use him.
I guess I was hoping he, like what Brian Scalabrine said, I'm a lot closer to LeBron James than you are to me. I guess I was hoping the free Wemby would be a little closer to the
Oh yeah,
buyable.
because the
RNG one.
dark matter is like significantly better. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's a little a better opal than a souped up pink diamond. I guess what I was hoping for. Being a Spurs fan and a Wemby fan.
But
Yeah, because I'm looking at the card right now, and it's for the time of year we're in, it is not great.
But one thing I
Not
would
great.
say, this isn't a full positive because not everybody can pull packs, whether it's with MT or VC. You know, not everybody pulls packs, but those dark matter ones are flying. I've seen
Could have fucking fooled me.
pretty much anybody besides Josh has been pulling packs and pulled the dark matter one.
I'm not even ripping packs of MT. I'm constantly re-rolling these deluxe packs. The only dark matter I've pulled is center power forward Shaq. That's probably one of the worst ones I could have gotten. Well, actually, in the locker code, I got shooting guard center Michael Jordan, so let me ball the fuck out.
Oh, damn.
One of the fastest centers in the game.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty fucking quick. I wouldn't even use him in TTO, though, so.
But just know, you line him up against my Yao, you're going to speed boost around me.
I wanted, like you said with Hakeem, I was like, I want to like this card because I got 99 GOAT Jordan, and he stinks. He stinks. I wanted to like him so much because I was like, I got a GOAT card. I'm going to use him. Couple games of TTO, I was like, no sir. Back to the gulag.
But I think this is going to be a hot take a little bit. I think these Wemby cards signify that fun 2K is ahead. It's coming when we're going to get all these crazy cards. Because think about these Wembys. If you pull, a decent amount of packs this week, like when you get to MT, buy a pack, a lot of people are getting this Wemby, and it's just one of those cards that is a fun-ass card to use, no matter what position you get him at.
Wemby's fun. That's one reason I'm using is Opal.
And that's the only reason they picked. They didn't want to put Wemby in the GOAT series. Let's call it what it is. They didn't want to do that. But all these other cards in the GOAT series, they were like, at first it was Shaq, got the point guard Shaq. People, oh cool, point guard Shaq. But then what else could you do? Because nobody wants Jordan at any other position besides point guard, shooting guard. Nobody wants Bird at any other position besides maybe like the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, anything above that. Nobody wants Bird. So they're like, oh shit, this out of position thing is kind of getting played out very quickly.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to get one of these cards, you end up getting, like you said, the shooting guard, small forward Jordan or something. You almost feel like you have to put him in your lineup.
Exactly.
You're caught lightning in a bottle. Okay, I'm gonna make this.
But with the Wemby,
power forward Bird on my team, I'm gonna make him.
With the Wemby, it's like you don't necessarily feel like you have to put him in the lineup. You want to put him in the lineup, no matter what position you get him at. Like, if you get him at the point guard, you're gonna put him at point guard or center. He's gonna play. If you get him at shooting guard, small forward, you're gonna make room for him in the lineup. So now it's kind of like either next week we go in the opposite direction and it gets worse, or they keep giving us some like crazy cards.
Yeah, who's the next GOAT?
I think it's gonna be Bron.
But then
it's not
once
gonna
again,
be Rudy Gobert.
With Bron, it's like the only position you want Bron at is point guard, shooting guard, or point guard or shooting guard, not point guard slash shooting guard.
Small forward he runs.
He'll play, but like the only one that like you really want him at, like, is the point guard, really.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I think like this GOAT thing kind of like bit him in the ass a little bit. I'm sure they're still making their money, so not really, but I don't think it kind of went off as good as they thought it was gonna do.
I guess one of the underrated things of the GOAT series is, like you were saying, the free Wemby, the grindable Wemby. You get a triple double, you get an opal Wemby, and it's almost like we're all on this big 2K cruise. And we've been sailing around, and every once in a while we stop at a port and a bunch of new people get on. And they're like, okay, here's your Wemby. Oh, here's a Michael Jordan. Here's a Shaq.
Yeah.
Oh, you want a better one? All right, let me see your ticket. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so giving everybody the ability, the new players, because, a sports title that's year round, you got to assume new people are keeping joining. Kids get out of school for the summer. They're playing more. Now they have the ability to get a Wemby, and now they heard rumor that there's a better Wemby. Okay, how do I do that? Play more. Okay,
but one thing, not to be like a 2K dick rider or anything, but one thing I will give 2K credit for also, okay? I didn't believe it was going to be true. I've been watching the Wheel of 2K with MMG, and he's like builds his team from scratch, starts with like trash players, gets better. He started with like an all amethyst lineup and was facing against all diamond and pink diamond teams. You know, it was like somewhat like it was close, you know, because not many people are running all amethyst teams, so they couldn't find someone with an equal team to him. And then as he started playing more, he started facing against better teams as he got the team better. And I thought it might have been the thing where, like, you know, it's a new account for him, so maybe it's just like, you know, skill-based matchmaking. But then I did it the other day where I started with the all amethyst team, and I was also facing against these teams that were lower tier. So do we want these dark matter Wembys and GOAT cards? 100% we want them. But if your team's not good, 2K is doing a good job of somewhat, you know, matching you up against people that have similar teams to you. So I will give them credit to that. It's like, it's not a necessity to have these 100 overall cards.
That's what we can believe, but it's almost like, you know, we can tell each other that, content creators can say that too, but you log on to the game,
You start,
your first screen is, there's not that
your
local
neck.
Wemby on your first screen. No, there's the big glorious lightning strike GOAT Wemby on your screen. You know, so people that are good at the game, people that can play the game, can make lower tier cards better, can challenge themselves like this. But you know, when the vast majority, all of a sudden, you know, you throw up a GOAT LeBron on your load screen, that the Opal one we're going to get for free isn't going to be.
It's like, is that my credit card information? Who typed that in?
How'd that get here?
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else on GOAT series?
I got GOAT Wemby.
Did you?
Yeah. How did that happen? I asking for a friend.
Speaking of, okay, I've always been a proponent of, you know, you build friends, you build a community type situation for gaming, for social gaming. That's why I kind of got into the whole content creation, you know, whatever content I create. You know, the first thing was the Twitter Spaces, where I just wanted to figure out what everyone else was doing in the game. And so you start making friends that way. And then on Twitch was the big thing to start. So I got some notes here because I wanted to tell this story because it's kind of cool how it all happened. But then started doing Twitch, and the reason I got on Twitch is to try to show people how to make MT and play co-op. So more, you know, let other people. Before I started streaming, I thought it was kind of cool to be able to hop on with a streamer and play co-op with them or play something with them, you know, live on. And so I try to do that, you know, how small I am, but it's kind of fun to be able to hop on and play with other people. And then the YouTube came about to make shoes, to sell shoes and more MT. And along all these different steps, along all these different platforms, you start meeting people, and then you start meeting the same people in different platforms. And then I started making TikToks for locker codes. That's pretty much it. Like that's all I am, just a locker code. So more locker codes, 2K. But along the line, I met a guy, Nate Andrus. You know, we were hanging out. We pretty much the beginning of the year, he was in my streams and we were talking a bunch, you know, talking NFL football a lot. And then before you know it, we're kind of hanging out in the NBA 2K Twitch streams that they do the giveaways and everything and interacting back and forth. And for some reason, he's got a blessed account. There's a couple people in those Twitch streams. It's just like they got all the luck, you know, and win and win and win. And so just this last Friday, the GOAT Wemby was coming out. And of course, we're all in there watching the logo gauntlet. And people are, you know, putting in giveaways and stuff. And then the final giveaway of the show, sure enough, Nate Andrus wins. Nice. You know, and I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. And then he DMs me and he says, oh man, that's awesome. What a day. What a Wemby day. Pretty cool stuff. Hopefully the 2K gods bless you. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Happy for you. Good job. That's so cool. I'm glad you won and I didn't. And then I get and then he texts back and he says, yeah, just, are you going to go live today? And I said, yeah, kind of the plan, you know, Friday content day, Wemby day, got to rip some packs. I got 400K MT with minimal shot at getting Wemby, minimal shot. And then he DM'd me back. And then I get a DM from Evan. from 2K, he's one of the hosts for the Logo Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Hey, is your gamer tag such and such?" And I say, "It is." And he says, "Well, there's somebody that's trying to win a card on your account, trying to put a card on your account. Do you know about this?"
What
And
a
I said,
snitch.
"What?" And he said, and I said, "Is that Nate?" And he's like this, and he's like, "Oh, well, typically that's not the spirit of the giveaway. But since it's not on the terms of service right now, so we may get a terms of service update." Shout out, Nate. And he said, because I'd played in the Logo Gauntlet. That's a whole nother story. I'd played in the Logo Gauntlet a couple months ago. And, but so that's why he knew my gamer tag. And so when he saw that gamer tag, and then plus there's a whole list of DMs from Nate and 2K about all the different stuffs he won. And it's the same gamer tag, and then he switches to my gamer tag. And
it's like all of a sudden.
What is this kid running? What's going on here? And then so sure enough, I DM'd him, said I'm going live, and there's a customer service pack in the account, and chat saying rigged and next maker and dev and and open the card and yeah, it's one of those things. If you, and this is a question for everybody in chat, if you are given the best card in the game, no matter how many cards you have, would you give it away?
That's W Nate.
And he's still a 2K player. He's still in the game. It would have been the best card on his team.
I'm gonna be honest. If I get GOAT Wemby, fuck no, I'm not giving that away.
So that's huge. That's a huge. It's the kindest gesture in a 2K my team situation. And shout out Nate Andrus. He's been called Nate Andrews. He's been called Nate and Russ from Stacks each time he wins. But yeah, he's W guy. And again, community over content 1,000 times over. 1,000 times.
Yeah. Shouts out to Nate. If you're watching this, W mans.
And that's how I got Go Wemby. And that's.
I saw that, and I knew there had to be a backstory to it. So I was like, I'm definitely asking him how he got
No, there was
card.
no backstory. 2K just dropped it into his account because he's a.
And there's crazy. Not a method.
Next
Don't
maker.
listen to what you see on Twitter. No matter who they tag, no matter who.
You guys want a free GOAT Wemby?
If someone says DM me for free GOAT Wemby,
I was gonna talk about that later, but that shit was annoying as fuck. We could talk about it now. That shit got so fucking old. Scrolling through the timeline. Oh, DM at Kerr for the unlimited 100 overall.
How do you think Kerr felt?
No, I know he must have been fucking hurt. I know he did. Like DM's getting turned off. Fuck that.
Let's think about that though. You're a known Twitter sweat. You love impressions. Mm-hmm. You're giving out pro pass codes. And someone else tags you in something that blows up.
Yeah.
Are you really that mad? Are you really that mad?
I said, just close it, just turn the DMs off, and then just let all the interactions. Because he's probably, you get a bunch of, hey, check your DMs, open your DMs, check your DMs.
Give me the code, give me the message. Because I'm experiencing a situation like that right now on Twitter because somebody tagged me in a screenshot of our co-op, and now I'm flooded with DMs. Give me the method. Yo, I follow you. Give me the method. And
guys, I'll get the method. Don't worry.
All right. We all know
Josh 2K for the method. Simple.
I'll find out the method.
Okay, so question.
DM that gaming dad 25.
Because I never got around to figuring it out. What was the actual 100 overall glitch? What was that? There was a legit glitch where
it was a duplication method. That I guess it's out. It's all out now. I guess it's patched now. So the people that were doing it were you take an option pack, and you have to have a old gen, a new gen, and a phone. An old priest, a young priest. No, that's the Exorcist. But you need to have the old gen, a new gen, and your phone. And you open the packs to the option screen. So you open the pack and you put it in sleep mode or something for the PlayStation. I don't know if it was ever done on Xbox. But there's a way that you open them all on each different console, and so all the cards are available, and you close them all, or something crazy that
Like,
You
how
you
do
gotta have
people
the free
figure
time
this
to
shit
find
out?
it.
How do people figure this shit out?
Mhm. Yeah,
Like,
and that's the thing. For anybody that's in cybersecurity, for everything that you figure out how to stop somebody, there's 75,000 people trying to go around the thing you just tried to do.
whoever started it was probably just sitting there at the screen thinking about who to pick, and he was like, fuck it, let me sleep on this. And he
Yeah,
put the
and then opened their
You
phone
probably
and
just
said,
blue
I have
screen,
no idea."
honestly, with this game.
Yeah, left it on. It went to sleep mode. Opened their phone. I forgot about that pack.
Oh
Wait a
yeah,
second.
shit. Hold up.
Wait a second. There's all 4 cards.
All right, so one thing I did want to talk about before we move on from the GOAT series, the streets are talking about the GOAT series replacing Out of Position series. Do you think that's an option? I don't think that I don't think they're gonna replace it, but what do you guys think?
I don't think so, because they can only give so many people GOAT cards, right?
Exactly.
I feel like that defeats the purpose of calling it a GOAT series. Like, Wemby was a stretch, but I mean, if you're going to use a young player, I guess he's as good of a player to choose from. Plus, they knew he would generate hype, but like, you're not going to just give a GOAT card to Bull, right?
Exactly.
I hope not.
Then we can't get our yearly staple, our annual center Muggsy Bogues. How are we gonna get that without an Out of Position series?
GOAT Muggsy.
GOAT Muggsy.
And that's promo packs by themselves, the OPP promo, because you can only name so many heavenly celestial bodies, and then you run out of hot terms for your packs, and it's just out of position.
Because they just call anybody ghost now.
Yeah.
They're premature on Wemby. I think we can agree on that.
But
premature, but I see their thought process.
But even then, I would say it's kind of like the word "goat." Like, I guess it depends on your definition of the word, because in my opinion, GOAT at most is the best player at your position. So if we got a GOAT Larry Bird already, who, whether you want to call him a small forward or a power forward, that means in my mind we shouldn't get a GOAT LeBron or a GOAT Tim Duncan. But we're like, you can't have 2 GOATs at a position. That's the reason people say Kobe's not a GOAT, because he's not. Most people say he's not better than Jordan.
Maybe they mean GOAT at position by era.
There's a bunch of qualifiers.
A bunch of prerequisites. Like,
there's
the
a bunch
GOAT
of
that went to
questions.
this high school this year.
yeah, we're gonna get a Muggsy Bogues, the best player under 5'5".
The best point guard from the original Space Jam movie. Goats. I guess if you're the interpretation of GOAT is greatest of all time, is that a plural situation or is that singular?
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. That, like, at most it should be 1 per position, but that's out the window already.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what kind of GOAT cards can they even really drop that's going to generate a lot of hype at this point?
Because, like, at this point,
I mean, the out of position cards, it's never the best players that give people hype. It's the cheesy Bulls, Manute Bulls, Sabonis, Ben Simmons, Giannis. Like, those cards most likely aren't coming out in the GOAT series. So, like,
but it's like, plus we already have a point guard Wemby, so it's like,
I think the only other two that could really
where can you go from there?
Wilt and Kareem,
but
right?
but Wilt and Kareem, like Wemby's 7'4".
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying not everybody got point guard.
But also the only thing 2K did smart, well, not the only thing, but the fact that you can't buy point guard Wemby. So if you can't buy him, if you miss him, I guess you might get a little hype when point guard Wilt comes out because you didn't pull Wemby.
Is it smart? Because I promise you, I know myself, I would have loaded up some VC if he was viable.
Yeah,
promise you, he would have been home.
And I've been seeing a lot more people
like,
buy packs with MT than VC too.
Do you think they would have made more money feeding off people like wanting to try to pull that card and gambling, or if he would have been in the market and available to everybody?
I don't know,
because I know there's some people that spent crazy money, but I feel like you got 15 people spending 1,000, but thousands spending 100, because he'd probably be like $100. Let's be honest.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I probably would have spent even 25 just on the dark matter point guard. Not even like the GOAT. I would have dropped a few bucks just on the dark matter point guard because 100.
No, you're not
getting
getting him
for
for 25 though.
Well, I'm
Yeah, I
saying
was gonna
because
say you're not getting.
you were talking
50.
about $100 for the dark matter point. Like I thought you were I thought you were talking about for like the GOAT.
No.
They're
Oh,
giving us opals for $20.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
could buy a whole dick if you think I'm buying $100 for a dark matter card.
I mean, who was it that was in the? Who was the dark matter that was in the player market this week? That was $50 for a dark matter. That's not point guard Wemby either.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't even look at the VC screen, so I'm a little out of touch with my prices, I guess.
Yeah, you got to get up with them times, buddy. It's expensive out here.
I guess there's no single cards available. I think that's a weekday. The weekday sales.
Yeah, I think it's Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, so the
No,
dark
it's just-
matter was on sale for $50. Okay, I guess I'm really out of touch here. Shit.
It's on sale.
And that's the thing. There's some great videos, and again, goes back to the awesome community members. I think his name is Books Nelson.
Oh yeah, Books Nelson's cool as hell.
Yeah, that tells you that answers your question. Yeah, why would I give you this card for $50 and everybody can have $50 when I can hold it behind my back and make you pay me $10 each time you guess which hand it's in? And then nope.
And then that's what, like,
and before you know it, I got 300 out of you, and here's the card.
See, I fall into this like because I don't spend VC. Like I feel like a lot of people haven't been spending VC, which isn't the case.
Oh no,
People are spending.
They are spending it.
And I guess I just took myself out of these VC spending circles. I hang out with all the broke boys, and I just so it's out of sight, out of mind. You know,
Man, you ain't got to call me broke. That's fucked up.
Hold on, one second,
I'm
guys.
right.
Hold on.
I'm right here.
And there is a situation where this is a lot of people's main hobby. Now we're into 2K, so we have our own money to spend on it. If you could go out and drop $100, $200, $300 on a round of golf, or you go fishing for a weekend, the supplies and everything. Okay, maybe your hobby, your fishing, your hunting, your golf is 2K, and so it's not bad to throw down $200. And how many different people are out there doing that aren't on social media?
And that's what I told my brother. I was telling my brother this past week. Because yeah, like you said, it's a hobby. Like I spend more than that on beer in a week. Not proud, but so like I was trying to explain to him.
Flex to me.
He's like, no, I wouldn't spend no money on a video game, and I was like, but some people, this is their thing. This is what they do in their spare time.
Yeah, so, you just spent $400 on clay pigeons to shoot out.
Yeah, exactly. Shotgun. So it's like, and he was like, I saw him start to rationalize it in his head a little bit. And he was like, no, fuck that. I'm not spending no money on a video game. He's like, you're making too much sense right now.
Yeah, it's always buying virtual pixels too. And how smart is that? In the long run, and it's a hobby. It's a hobby. You got to treat it as such.
Yeah, and if 2K was like, if it was like the money was worth my while, I would spend some money on the game. I don't care. I'm not one of those anti-spending money guys. It's just at this point in time, I don't see it worth it to me to spend money on this game. Like last year, I spent money. The year before that, I was doing more Madden, but I spent money on Madden. So I feel like it was worth it. But this year, I don't think it's worth it to spend the money.
The amount of money I used to spend before I had kids was ridiculous. Like if 2K would have pulled this shit back then,
that's a bumper sticker.
I don't even want to know.
That applies to everything in the world,
right?
I used to spend ridiculous amounts of money on 2K. So
I used to have the nicest shirts. I used to have the coolest shoes.
I used to get.
Oh my god!
I used to get way more.
Oh my god!
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. That's
yeah.
We used to be we're legends in our own mind. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I used to throw a football over that mountain over there.
I almost went to the league until I messed up my knee.
Yeah. What they say? So. They said having a kid is like tearing the ACL in the WNBA. Oh my God. Pregnant out for the season. Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, I would have been in the 2K league, but I busted up my knee.
Yeah, I swear that's literally me.
What does that have to do with anything? And I said you wouldn't understand.
That's literally me. I used to be like so fucking good at Madden. I used to pay rent paying Madden, but then I had kids. Didn't have time to lab up as much as I used to.
That's right.
That's no excuse, man.
Yeah.
I used to be,
But I
no
play more
excuse.
lately, and I think I continually get worse. That's the thing. What is that? Steady long, steady wrong. I've reached that point where.
see, I reached a
maybe
point
like
where
6 months ago.
I used to think that like I could like legitimately be good at 2K, like not like amazing, but I'd be like, I could compete with anybody. But now I'm kind of like, see, now I gotta build my team away around the style that I can play to win. Not necessarily. I use an all switch all lineup, so my whole lineup is 6'8" plus, so I could just switch everything, and then because I suck at defense. So do I think I'm better than these guys I'm beating? Not really. I just put myself in a position to win.
And he off balls the whole time, sits in the corner.
Switch all. You know the vibes.
Hey, I'm not
Let
worried about beating you. I want my team to beat you. I'll be in the corner. All right.
Yeah, shit. Let my point guard Jokic and Kareem.
Ain't no I in team, man.
Point guard Jokic and Kareem switching everything. Yeah, it's the only weakness really is like Dr. J. And when someone finally catches on and starts just like attacking Dr. J in the pick and roll, I'm all right, you got that.
That's fair. Fair enough.
All right, what else we got here? Okay, so we got Brandon Ingram got dropped. I mentioned 6'8" plus, so that's someone I'm low key looking at to add to the team. 6'8", he has like a huge wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be your primary ball handler, but he's gonna hit his jumpers. What are you thinking about Brandon Ingram?
I'd use him.
And low key triple threat online is kind of like my game mode. I think I love triple threat online, so I think I'm gonna get him. I was gonna get him whether or not I wanted him, because that's just the game mode I normally play until I get the reward.
Yeah, that was the first game mode that I completed for the game mode rewards, because I never really played like that once they started adding those game mode rewards in. Because 2K kind of hit a dry spell a little while back, but I like triple threat online. That's probably my favorite game mode to play. So I'll definitely get him just off of that fact of that. But I think he's a good card.
Yeah, he's solid.
He's a really good card, at least offensively.
It's very nice when they put usable, quote unquote, usable cards for the mode rewards, because there's. I'm looking at my screen right now. My overall record in triple threat online is 24-33.
Oh shit, Tim.
So I don't think I'll be getting Ingram, but it's one of those things where it's to someone in triple threat to free base New Orleans fans. There you go.
And it's not Trae Young.
Yeah, yep. and Trae Young was in triple threat offline.
Elite.
Isn't that poetic justice?
That Trae Young is elite. I don't want to hear it. Did you see his passing accuracy? That card's great.
Did you see Penny's? What about Penny's pass accuracy? There we go. 99, baby.
Penny was going to be good before that. They just put him over the top.
Yeah, they just made him pretty much a GOAT card, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't need point guard Wemby anymore. I got Penny. Close enough. It's only like a 8 inches difference.
8 inches ain't that much.
Size don't matter, right?
Is there a mode reward that came out recently that you said, oh, I gotta have that one?
So no.
Terry Dissinger was kind of hot when he came out for the 20 wins unlimited.
And I would say I'm not a big SIGs guy. I'm not a big SIGs guy, so when I see a card, I just go based off vibes. Like I'm like, do I want that guy or do I not want that guy? I wanted Eddie Jones because Eddie Jones has historically played really good for me in past 2Ks. Like he's always played like really good defense. I've always liked his jumpers. When I saw Eddie Jones, I was like, oh, I want Eddie Jones. But then again, when like Glenn Rice came out, like if nobody told me he was fucking amazing, I wouldn't have even looked twice at him. Because I'm just not.
Did you get Glenn Rice?
No, I didn't. That was like because I came in too late into the season. That's when I started playing again, and I didn't have time to get him.
Same.
And then same thing. What's his name?
Josh?
No, I started probably the last week of last season.
So that was the void. That was the void in the
that was the gap. I missed pretty much like all last season, pretty much.
Yeah,
last season that provided us with two of the best season rewards cards ever.
It's okay.
Possibly?
Yeah.
It's okay because
Dikembe and Glenn Rice.
it's okay because we got J.R. Smith
are
this
kicking
season.
me. Yeah, J.R. Smith, and got to get Josh Smith because he's always great in the game, man. I can't wait.
And SGA too, level 40
Yeah.
SGA. You know, if
Missed
you paid
out on
the
that.
extra money to boost his jumper.
I was too busy being a fucking negative Nancy, missing out on all these fucking good cards.
Yeah, and I lucked in again. Community over everything. I got Glenn Rice because of my chat, because of in particular Gnarly Scrub, streamer on Twitch. He said, "No, we're getting Glenn Rice." We were playing offline co-op. I was, sitting in the corner getting some boards.
There we go.
He was working it with Glenn Rice, and we won 105 games in the last 2 days
Shit.
of the season.
Man.
And it was content for stream, and he was carrying, and it was the only time I can really keep up with chat, even though the chat's slow. I get confused.
Nah, trust that
So,
should be hard
me too.
sometimes because my chat don't be moving like that. But when you try to play the game and try to look back, and I be
Yeah, especially when you're playing like co-op online and everything you look at chat is like, oh, nice shot, pal. Are you going to play defense? And you're like, oh, no, I'm trying.
I'm trying.
And you're just tactically missing a bunch of chats. Like,
No, I had somebody come in my chat so fucking toxic Friday.
That was me.
Oh, it was on your it was on your burner.
yeah,
No, that was me on my
2K
main.
_ Josh, his burner account.
Well, shouts out to Kiwi W Mod because
Kiwi's awesome.
this guy he came in and first of all he was like talking shit to me about like my gameplay at first, and I'm like, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. Like, talking shit about like me how I play is all in good fun. I'm a simple man. Like, I'm not gonna like get mad at you for talking shit about my gameplay. It doesn't bother me. And then I thought it was the guy I was playing against, to be honest. And then the guy who I was actually playing against came into the chat and got toxic as hell.
Shit.
Just know by the time I was looking back to see his messages, they were already deleted. I don't know what the fuck he was saying. Kiwi was packing them up quick.
Yeah. Shout out,
man.
Kiwi.
And I'm like, damn, did I make it? Like, I got people in here.
Kiwi used to stream
Did he really?
back in 21.
Oh,
He
shit.
did pack openings, and that's how Killer Josh got all his cards to use in gameplays. That's a deep dive into back our team podcast stuff, but yeah, that
Man.
Kiwi used to stream. Mhm.
Yeah, Kiwi's W men's.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the funny thing about chat, especially when you play unlimited. Everybody is entitled, since they're in your stream, to let you know what they would have done. And
Yeah, like especially so by the time you see the message, like this is no disrespect. I forget who it was, but somebody's like, "Oh, you had Kareem wide open in the corner." I'm like, dog, like
That was 3 plays ago.
I don't know what play you're talking about. By the time I read the message, I have no clue what.
Do you
play
have the
you're
delay
talking
on
about.
too?
Well, I use ultra low latency, so like it's like very little delay. But like by the time I see the message, I'm not like I didn't see it right after the play.
I need to turn it off. I had the delay on because I was playing, I think it was Fortnite, and I didn't want to get stream sniped, so I had a delay on. So people would come in my chat and start talking to me about a play. I'm like, dude, I finished that game already.
yeah.
Like, it's like,
And some
thanks for
of the
feedback.
advice is actually really good. They're like, hey, switch to this setting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Like when there's anything that
does.
doesn't require me to do something like right now is W. Like Illusion comes in and gives me he gave me a play to use the ISO Bucks 5 out. Stogie came in and recommended a play. So that kind of stuff, 100% cool. Let's do it. But when you're like telling me I missed somebody in the corner,
when you lead
Rewind.
it's like I'm on defense. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I missed it in the corner. I'm gonna miss the next one too.
Yeah, probably.
What?
I don't have vision,
shit.
all right?
No.
Somebody go get the rebound. I'm shooting.
It's like I know I'm not good at this game. I didn't quick sell Hakeem because he wasn't good. I quick sold Hakeem because I wasn't good. Yes.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm over here fiending just to pull a dark matter, and this dude's over here quick. So
I didn't have a choice. He wasn't going to play.
Yeah.
There's no auction house.
Mm-hmm.
you should have put him up on the auction house. 12 hours, man.
Snipes incoming. Mm-hmm.
All right, real quick. Let's talk about the penny set before we get past that. So Penny is a huge W. You guys got Penny yet?
Yeah.
He's fucking good.
I don't need point guard Penny. I got point guard Wemby. Actually, I don't have point guard.
Yeah,
Penny.
look
That's
at you.
a lie.
Play yourself.
I was trying to play on
Yeah.
Josh, but mine's a power forward, so that was a lie anyway.
But yeah, Penny's a W. Reggie Lewis is really good.
Yeah.
Besides that, were there any other sleeper cards in the set?
I'm gonna have to look up the set real quick because I don't even remember who was all in there. Because I was working on the Kuzma and the Penny at the same time because I didn't keep up with Kuzma. The Kuzma one was absolutely trash. I'll say that.
Yeah,
to
but
you
it was
right
too.
now.
It was so like I saw it and I didn't want Kuzma, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking do this.
It's one of those
Money,
things where it's nice to have the ability to grind for a card. Of course, they're not going to be the top cards. 53 pointers with the Nets player to get Cameron Johnson for net fans or people that need a small forward. It's nice to have the side grinds.
But I would say
if we don't have the takeover cards and that kind of stuff.
I would say Kuzma, his grind was harder than Penny for some reason. But if the grind switched, I still would have did it for Penny.
Yeah. I'm looking.
Oh,
Reggie Lewis, W.
Josh
Penny,
fucking
W.
disappeared.
DeAndre Jordan, I think he has a 25 3 ball. No. Ty Lawson, somebody get their son off the court. Keldon Johnson.
That
is like
Ty
a 6'4"
Lawson
shooting
card,
guard.
that one was a little annoying. 19 assists, 18 points.
I was able to get that done in, I think, a salary cap game because I ended up absolutely beating the hell out of somebody. So I
say the only reason it was hard to do was not hard to do, but the reason it was annoying was because it was something that was hard to combo with another one of the challenges.
Yeah,
I kind of had to
that's true.
dedicate a whole game to doing that one.
That's true.
Looks like you combine them with a Spurs player. And again, shout out to Spontaneous J, who's somebody who will stack so many agendas. The Lawson career 19 assists and the Keldon Johnson, you need 36 points with the Spurs player. You're passing to.
And speaking of the
Wemby
39 points for the Spurs player, can we take these fucking injuries out the game, 2K? I had like 35 points with David Robinson and he fucking got hurt in the domination game. Can we and it happens all the time. Like I go on the spotlights. Oh, you need like the 60 something points. Okay, 40 points in, second quarter, you get hurt. It's just so stupid.
That
And
kept happening to me trying to get
injury
the
cards in
41
the
with
game,
the
right?
Lakers.
Isn't that what?
I think
That would help.
I think some injuries you could play through, but most of the time they won't let you put them back in.
I was going to say, I almost never come across an injury that I can play through. My dude would get a twisted ankle and out for 12 games. It's like, man, that's a little brutal, but all right.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff like that. The injuries, I don't, in a simulation basketball game with these type of stakes, I don't understand what the injuries are.
Especially like offline, because it happens significantly more offline.
I just don't understand it because I know I'm comparing games, but like we played MLB a lot and I could hit 105 mile per hour like ball off the pitcher's face and he's throwing the next pitch. Like this guy rolls his ankle and I have to use 13 injury cards on him and that guy just took a steamer straight to the dome and he's good.
Yeah, got up, wiped the blood off his lip. Is that all you got, bitch?
Yeah. So
Ball.
I
Give me the
mean,
next ball.
we got to do something. I don't know why. Honestly, this is gonna sound stupid, but I would rather than bring back contracts than have to deal with injuries.
Oh,
I feel like they happen way too often.
hot take.
I mean, it might be a hot take, but
To me, it's an unnecessary part of, unless you're playing like a league play and you have season stats and everything like this. I don't understand what the point of injuries in this game are in this mode.
Because it's not like so
just to make you mad.
So say for instance, like a game like Madden, I would understand why injuries would be in the game because like if I come and lay a hit stick on you with Ray Lewis and you get hurt from it for the game, that's something I created, right? I hurt your player. Basketball is there's nothing in your control. It's just like sometimes the guy just gets hurt.
Dude runs into one of the fans throwing a beach ball in the air and twists your ankle.
And I guess
Dude,
I
those
guess
triple threat games are
Illusion was
ridiculous.
telling me that like it has to do a lot with like fatigue and stuff. That's why it happens more offline than online because you run your players to the ground offline. And then like so like if you get tired and you take a contested shot and the guy closes out a little bit too hard, it happens a lot. But I'm like, that's just still stupid.
Yeah, and I understand that too, but you think in like a competitive scene or in some of these like players lounge leagues, and why would you want to lose a game because a card got injured?
Yeah, because imagine like
If you worked
250K
him into the ground,
and
he's too
then
tired.
Glenn Rice fucking gets hurt in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's just a with all the RNG that's going on that we already deal with, and I don't even play the mode. I'm not in the comp scene or anything like that. It just doesn't seem like it should be something that people have to deal with.
Definitely. All right, should we get into a couple of 2KWs before we wrap up? Okay, I have a couple 2KWs. So 2KW number 1, the reward refresh. Some people hate it because the cards are hard as hell to get, but I think it's a W. You got a chance for Kawhi, you had a chance for Paul George, a chance for Mark Eaton. There was one more, no?
Devin Booker.
Booker, yep. And three of those 4 cards are top tier. I don't know enough about Eaton to call them top tier, but Booker, Paul George, and Kawhi are some of the best cards of their position.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're so hard to get, I'm gonna call it a lowercase W.
I'm nerfed. I don't get anything in this game anymore.
W number 2, the locker codes. The Galaxy Opal one was just okay. The one with the Jaylen Brown. But then we got the free Dark Matter yesterday, which I ended up getting Dark Matter point guard, shooting guard Jordan for the Gladiator one though, not the GOAT one.
Same.
Yeah, you didn't get center Jordan. That sucks.
Yeah, that's poor me. And then Bill Walton locker code, solid.
Bill
card.
Walton's actually solid. I like that Bill Walton card a lot. It's a really good option for people who don't have some of the best cards in the game.
And then the 100 overall cards for the rings. A lot of people don't like them, but I think Moses Malone plays, and you get 400 overall cards. And the rings aren't over, right? It goes past 24 or no? Or is that it?
I think it would have, because it's just an exchange card that you get from your 24th ring. So even it seems like even if you need to get your 24th ring next week, you're still going to have the ability to get that card and exchange it for those 4. So it's like they give you a little bit of a benefit if you missed rings in the past.
I haven't really played Unlimited like that. I'd have to talk to people who are actually really grinding it to know if it's a W or not, because like you got to think that's 24 weeks, but 400. I'm not going to say 100 overalls because Bob Cousy.
Yeah, Bob Cousy don't count.
So we'll say 100 overalls. Unless you're a Bob Cousy fan. I don't know too many of them, but
and
if
Josh,
you're a Bob Cousy fan,
I'm gonna pull a card against you that you pulled all the first month of the game. Yeah, it's a 24-week grind, but you're not just getting the 24-week reward. You're getting everything along the way also. Does that sound familiar? Huh?
Yeah.
I just you can lock in his expensive ass set.
I said was I didn't play Unlimited. I need people who actually completed the challenge to let me know if it's worth it. I didn't say, nah, it's not worth it, man. I didn't do the grind. I don't know if it's worth it. I need somebody who's completed it to let me know how they feel about it. Kind of like the same thing with the collector level thing. The comp people thought, 200 overalls is probably better than what Kobe would have been, but
not Yao.
Yeah, not Yao. I didn't partake in trying to do collector level, so I can't speak on it. I can, sit back and give opinions from afar.
That's how I am with the Unlimited too. I know that a lot of people that I know did grind for it, and they like 1 or 2, possibly 3 cards from it. But they're not blown away by it. Nobody said, "Oh man, I am so glad I got these 24 rings."
But also, I think
like, this card plays. Nobody's like, "Oh man, this is the best thing I've done."
But I think
it seems like if you're getting 24 rings in 2K, that's one of your main modes. So you'd hope it's 24 weeks of this for.
And I would say people have been saying the past couple weeks already that the 100 overall cards aren't as good as they were advertised to be. Because remember when Kareem came out, it was like they gave us like a long 2 paragraphs, like a card that can do everything. He's gonna out dribble your point guards, out rebound your centers. He's gonna dunk on you. He's gonna hit threes, which is true, but a lot of cards can do that. You know, like, and so, but then again, it's like, even like, you know, I don't have any GOAT cards. Tim, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't even think there's that much of a gap between the GOAT cards and some of these dark matter cards. I think at the end of the day, dark
I guess
matters
2K
are
does
so
a good job not letting one account be able to try out both of them. You're
Yeah.
going to get one or you're going to get the other. You're never going to be able to really see how they play, you know, because you got to strike lightning to get either one.
Like my dark matter Kareem does everything so well. Like his jump shot, his three's not amazingly high, but his jump shot's butter. So it's like, I don't think, and like, I don't feel the need to upgrade that center the rest of the year. I think that, like, I obviously will at some point. They're gonna drop something, but they can't drop a card that's gonna make me think like, man, I gotta fucking pull packs to get this card. They're gonna eventually drop a grindable card.
They'll find a way.
They're gonna drop a grindable card eventually. I'm, oh, he might play over Kareem, but like these dark matter cards, some of them are extremely good.
Yeah, we're what at the doorstep of endgame right now.
Yeah, we're Wemby's. I think Wemby's the entryway into those cards.
Yeah, and there's still, you know, you get the dark matter Yao that just came out with the Ignite set. He's an excellent card, but there's still flaws with him. You know, you got to throw him in the hands of like Two-Way Dream or something and watch him cook. But, you know, for the most part, he's a big mobile center that can shoot a little bit, and he's got the dark matter skills. And they're just going to keep.
I'll never know. I don't get anything above opals.
Yeah, Josh can't relate.
Yeah,
All right.
It's kind of brutal out here.
Any other W's y'all want to mention that I didn't mention?
I got well, see, the funny thing is I was just taking some notes this morning, and I have my likes. This is my likes list. It's 4 things, and this was my dislikes as I went through this, and it's an entire page. I don't know if you can really see that.
Oh my gosh.
An entire page of the things, because I know I've been called like positive. I've been called T-shills. I've been
T-Spole said, not today. I'm gonna let you.
I'm not gonna lie.
know.
T-Shills is elite level trolling. Elite level trolling.
But you know, don't think that, you know, I can look past all the stuff, and that's all video games. The more you play the certain game, the more flaws you see. But you know, in 2K, I played a couple other games and this and that, but 2K fits my style for co-op. For co-op and crossplay. So I'm still patting them on the back for crossplay. But then the negative on that, there's Call of Duty lobbies, there's Fortnite lobbies with 100 people in them. And we have problems connecting to servers when we have 6 people in a lobby because we're around the world. That's one frustrating thing. And I don't know the first thing about how to make that all work.
Well, see, also,
but
you're talking to a company that couldn't make a park work on one console. The past like 4 years, like the latency in the park was terrible. So I don't know. It's just, I think it's a 2K issue. It's not a technology issue. It's a 2K issue.
And if we're so happy about
Which is
this
crazy
park
because you don't
and how
have these
cool it
issues
is,
with GTA, and it's the same parent company.
if we're so
Obviously,
happy
one
about
brings in more
park,
revenue than the other.
how cool park is, why do they keep giving us different vehicles to get through it faster? You know, now we're getting drones, we're getting jetpacks to get through the park faster.
Yeah, I just got my lowrider, baby.
You hop in the subway. You know, we got battle bots out there, and cars, and lowriders, and dune buggies.
They're doing too much, really. On that side of the game, they're doing too much.
Well, that's because, okay, so think about like how my team, you could do so much with my team because you could do a point guard Wemby, you could do the GOAT series, the 100 overall series. What can you really do in the park besides play? They got like, they're trying to go crazy with it because they want the level 40 rewards to like equal to be something. And like at this point, they do the, what's it called, the thing with the badges, the
floor setter.
The floor setter.
Yeah, floor setters.
But it's just like at this point of the year, like your build's maxed out. Like, you know, like there's no reason you don't need that. You know, that'd be good to have 7 floor setters on a brand new build. But
Well, that's what there's legend has it that once everybody's has their build and this build is optimized, then a patch drops
yeah,
and the builds don't work
Mhm.
anymore.
they do that.
So that's how you get the new builds out there.
But yeah, but I think the low riders and the jetpacks are bullshit. But at the end of the day, it's just kind of like we got to put something in these level 4. We can't just keep giving you clothes. We got to do something.
Yep. Yeah, and then this is the first year of trying to make the level 40s cross mode. You know, you kind of got
That I like. That I like a lot. That is probably, in my opinion, their biggest W of the entire year.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Because
yeah, I didn't use it enough. That's for sure. Didn't play enough.
As someone who plays both, it's tough. If they didn't have like cross compatibility, it would be very difficult to have hit level 40. Because I didn't spend enough time, with it to really.
Yeah, you almost had to pick and choose last year. You had to either get your level 40 from this way or that way. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so hopefully they keep that going next year for sure. If there is a My Team next year, who knows? Maybe
My Team Mobile, baby.
Maybe it'll all just go extinct and 2K will deactivate all of our Twitters and we'll never talk to each other again.
TOS, it's in there.
It's like in
this podcast. I think might be against TOS.
It's like I didn't read the TOS. I didn't see you could delete my Twitter account. What the hell? It's like, yeah, you better read that. You better read that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to get a lawyer just for.
Are we seeing My Team 2K25 right now with the inserts with because it didn't start this year. Didn't start out like it is now.
It didn't start off like it did now, but I was a big person saying I did not like the way it was going. It wasn't necessarily as money hungry as it is right now, obviously, but it was still very money hungry at the beginning of the year, more so than last year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, we went from having the trophy case full of players that like one player in every division at least played. Or you had divisions like the Lakers division and the Bulls division where like all of them played. Like the Bulls, you had D Rose, you had Rip Hamilton, you had Jimmy Butler, you had Ilgauskas. You had like if you grinded, you could have a full fucking lineup of goons for free.
Mm-hmm.
This year they started off like, no, complete these 6 sets to get a diamond Steph Curry.
Yep. Or you can buy Anthony Davis for $20.
Yep.
Something like
and
that.
then the cards that were grindable, because the first one was Kyrie, Kyrie was a great card for his time. Don't get me wrong. And I think the first ultimate reward was Shea. No, it was Brandon.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, Brandon Roy, I think.
Yeah. So it was like they were good cards, but like you weren't getting the Diamond Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
So from the beginning of the year, they were greedy. And they were just like, oh, okay, people are spending the $50 to $100. And then they did the Kobe and the Wemby. Like, oh yeah, people are really willing to spend this money. Now let's let them not be able to lock in these sets. See if they still spend the money.
Yeah, we're making all this coin, giving them the card they pay for. What if we have them pay for a chance?
And then they're like, oh shit, they're still paying. They're still giving us money.
They love chances more than they love cards. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's bad because everybody's addicted to gambling. I'll just say it how it is. I'm not much better because I love sports betting and stuff, but sports betting is just like a part of everybody's day-to-day life now. I feel like all games are going to be heading this direction. I really do, with microtransactions being king, because gambling is becoming more and more like the norm, I guess you could call it, where gaming companies think they can get away with it because they're like, people almost get a high off of this.
And in 3 years,
for some people, ripping packs is more fun than playing the game itself.
In 3 years, we're going to be watching the documentary about how NBA 2K ruined sports games forever. Because like right now, you got games like Madden and FIFA where like, obviously you could buy packs, but it's not as bad as 2K. But they're gonna be like, man, look what those motherfuckers over there at Take-Two are doing. Hold on, let me get a piece of that pie.
They're on a generational run right now.
They're really.
It's going to be like when the Warriors start playing small ball. Everybody went, oh shit, okay, the Warriors got something cooking over there. All right.
Yeah,
it's bad, man. But I honestly, I said this on my stream the other day, and I wasn't trying to be negative, but like, why would they change what they're doing?
Yeah.
Look how much money they're making. Like,
Mhm.
why would it wouldn't make sense for them to just randomly start switching up now? I think they're going to start throwing us a little bit more here and there right now, because right now they're pushing for 2K25 pre-orders. I mean, it's not out yet, but we're maybe a month or two out. So, yeah, the game's going to get a lot better. And I think it was Jazz or DBG, someone said it. Like, they called it. It's going to happen. The game's going to get a lot better so that, you know, that's what you remember right before you pre-order, not all this shit going on right now. And like, you can even see it now. We're playing the game more now because there's more stuff to do. There's more free things. There's more locker codes. And they're hoping we're going to forget everything that's taken place over the last 2-3 months.
Well, I would say for me personally, I just been playing more because I had like a mindset change. I'm just gonna play the game for what it is at this point, because it's the game I enjoy playing. I don't think it has shit to do with their content, because last season the content was better and that didn't draw me back. I just finally decided, like, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna come play the game I like. I haven't even like been doing besides Penny, I haven't done none of the grindable content, honestly. I just been re-rolling deluxe packs and playing unlimited and triple threat, honestly. I've been having a ball doing it.
It's good to take a break from it. I haven't yet, but it's interesting how the season, the flow goes, as far as, you know, getting everybody a bunch of things, and then the dry spell, everybody's grinding. The Curry was the only one that I grinded for, but it's and again I've been looking at this kind of like a whole different game than what I'm used to. It took a while to get over the no auction house.
Yeah,
it takes a while to get over the no Friday tweets about snipes and badging out cards and all that stuff.
and
But now,
as far as
if I want to say my goal tonight is I'm going to run Paul George out here with so and so and so and so, and we're going to play for a couple hours.
yeah, and then as far as like the grindable content goes, they took a different approach this year. There's been less like events, like, you know, like what was it called, like the T-Mac pack takeover event.
Yeah,
But there's been more consistent content. Now, does it get boring it being the same content every week? Yeah, you know, spark sets, bold sets,
Rush set.
yeah, rush set. I get it. And then it's like we got the mode rewards for every game mode. They spaced that out a week. So, like, you know, the people complaining about content, like, if you're honestly finishing the 50 games for Brandon Ingram, what's the new, not the bold, what is it right now? Spark. If you're finishing the Spark set, the game mode set, getting your ring on Friday, the playoff challenges, if you're doing all that shit in 2 days, maybe it's just like, maybe it's you, dog. like maybe you gotta take a break.
There's never going
LeBron
to be
say,
enough
maybe
content
it's
for
me.
you.
Like, because by the end of the week, if you're like, fuck, they're not giving us no fucking content, maybe it's you, big dog.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
not
you
gonna
throw
lie,
in
I
all
had the
challenge games for
Friday-
packs too. You know, the side quests.
and,
for
and,
packs.
yeah, and even like you said, even the side quest, like, you know, you could at the very end of it, if there's nothing else, you got the RNG cards. You could try and get Kawhi, try to get Paul George, try to get Mark Eaton.
Try is the key word here.
No, I'm just saying, but that's like not the content itself. But if you get through all that other shit they gave you, there's still something at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it could be
I've
worse.
yet
It could
to
be
pull one
worse
of
when
those
you're
dark
playing
matters.
just
They
for
will
Billy
happen.
Knight. That was the content. Billy Knight.
I got him too. And Mike Bantam. Somehow I can't get any of these 99s in every single game mode. Can't get any of them.
Yeah, I caught the Paul George algo. Didn't get Booker, got Paul George in co-op, then got Paul George in triple threat offline, and then got him in the locker code.
God damn.
So,
yeah, I haven't
Pink
pulled none of them.
method.
which was nice because the Pink Diamond Paul George was one of my favorite cards from the All-Star set. It was one of my favorite cards all year. It actually worked out good. One thing I do miss though is player specific XP. Feel like we don't use cards anymore.
So I agree with that to an extent. So,
aside from the ability to not buy the cards for the XP, aside from that, but it would be nice.
So I would say like it was that's a slippery slope because I feel like last year it was like I don't even like this set, but I gotta go participate in the set. Whether it's buy it from the auction house, you had to have an original owner, so you gotta pull at least one pack, and then
original. I forgot about the original owner challenges. Oh,
so I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan of like all the XP being strictly gameplay, but I also wasn't a fan of it only being agendas.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like a way to do a good little mix because I don't mind participating in the content. Like I said, I'll just re-roll deluxe packs all week. That's cool with me. I'll just play until I pull a pink diamond in triple threat, and then I pull an opal in triple threat, throw them into an exchange, and open my deluxe pack.
Build a diamond. We got to build the diamond cards now because they're so rare. Then they're in all the exchanges. One diamond. They got like 4 of previous exchange packs that I'm just missing a diamond to exchange.
Go get your little 10,000 MT diamond from the Series 2 set.
But I have them locked in. I have too many of them that are unsellable. So like I can't buy Kawhi.
Oh shit!
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Damn, that's tough.
I'm running out of options on that too because I keep pulling. I'll do the non-sellable diamond exchange, hoping for a duplicate, and then I get a new one. I was like, uh-oh, we're running out of options here. If I keep doing these, I won't be able to buy them.
Yeah, I'm hoping for more diamonds in the like the Tyler Hero in the triple threat.
It doesn't help that they haven't dropped any diamonds in packs since God knows when.
Yeah, and there's only a handful of them in the Series 2, and I think most of them I have unsellable, so I'm hoping to pull them.
That's crazy.
Or build them from combining.
Yeah, that's a whole different level of it that I never even looked at.
Yeah. Shout out KDG who told me about the Build-A-Bear diamonds. That's what we got to do.
All right. Anything else we need to talk about before we wrap up?
No. I do have one little funny tidbit that I was talking to one of my buddies, my real life buddies, about 2K. He doesn't play anymore. He just got the game because it was on sale for $10.
He's like, how do I get this GOAT Wemby everybody's talking about?
No, he's playing just triple threat offline, just nothing crazy. He's going through the reward path. He sees you get to 200 wins, and he's like, how do I go from 200 to I don't get anything until 800
yeah,
wins?
There's a
what
huge
the fuck
gap.
is that? And I was like, yeah, that's the final reward. 99 J.R. Smith, who's worse than the player that's on the wheel spins.
Yeah, the optics of that are not good. From 200 to
200 to 800. He was like, what the hell happens?
Because Unlimited has like it's like more evened out. I don't know about the other game modes, but Unlimited is spaced out a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the mode I got to work on.
I was playing on Kiwi's account. And I was like, God damn, Kiwi. Shit, you the one win away from JR. No pressure.
You did? Did you get it?
Nope. Sure didn't.
I'm sorry.
See, and to me, even though 2K23 was different, and 2K24 is different, I'm still a bigger fan of the community around the game mode, around Twitter. I'm still a huge fan of the interactions on Twitter because it takes every person from all walk of life to cheer something.
I wasn't really in the Twitter street that much last year. I couldn't really tell you how it is compared this year to last year because this year I've been a lot more involved with people on Twitter. Last year I kind of followed like, the Tide Ebos, the DBGs, but now I kind of like, I got like, I'm following a little bit of everything. But I agree, like, even though there's a little bit of beef every once in a while, a little beef never did nothing but make some stew. But
yeah. And it's happened. And it's happened every year. You go back through the different 2Ks, and there's a lot of the names will change, but the points are the same.
That's fact. It's like the same thing, just someone else doing it type shit.
Oh yeah, okay, this guy's promoting this year. All right, okay, and then next year this, and then we see a lot of people that we were fans of, and they kind of fall away by the wayside, and then new people come in.
Yeah,
not to try to take their place or try to make their own place.
Then new creators doing their own thing. We talked about Brooks Nelson earlier. The Brooks Nelson is a whole vibe because he doesn't pretend to be anything he's not. He's a cool, calm, collected. He speaks like he's giving a speech. Like, he's
I
cool.
want to see that guy's notes because as I'm watching his videos and he hits so many different points and
he gives real educated opinions.
Something that he brought up and.
So you got guys like that who like I said, I've been in the community for that long, but I don't think we've really had a creator like that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I know DBG's always been really good about documentaries and stuff like that, as far as the timelines of 2Ks, which has always been awesome. And I myself haven't been in the community very long. Just last year was pretty much where I wanted to be more vocal because I wanted people to play the game without having to play the game. And some people hated that. Some people hated me because I was like, hey, throw on your unlimited team, player lock your guard, and then watch the madness happen, and you're going to get prizes at the end. And
so you were pro player lock.
I was 1,000% pro player lock.
Oh, yeah.
You should have seen my unlimited record. It was like 300 and some and 200 and some.
So I didn't have no issue with people player locking, except while I was streaming.
Yeah. Yep.
Because
I heard that. I ruined the stream vibes.
Yeah, because it was like if I'm playing offline and you're gonna give me a win, that's dope. Cool. But then it's like when I'm sitting here streaming, putting up 150 points against like 4 players, then it's like, oh, come on, this shit's boring.
Yeah.
It's tough when you're trying to make content.
And in those days, I only had like one person in the chat anyways, so it wasn't the biggest deal. I was like, hey, chat, this guy's trash, right? It's like, oh wait, I forgot that's my burner account.
That's a whole different situation. It was a fun time there, and then plus the auction house and everything. There was definitely more community vibes, and now the tweets are, hey, I got this, and the replies is, how much did you spend?
That's pretty much.
There's no, hey, I got this by doing this, I badge up here. There's no tactical. It's all luck. It's all. What did you rip?
We're hanging on from a thread though. We're still trying to hold the community strong. We're hanging in there.
Oh yeah, and there's still fun to be found. On a couple of my notes, Odo NATO, he does a league. A bunch of sweats. I heard it's the give money to Splash League. I don't know if that's true or not, but a bunch of the comp scene, they still.
I think doesn't Hamza plays in there too, right?
Yeah, Hamza, another sweat, and then Sauce DeVille, he's doing a summer league with my league.
And I like Sauce DeVille does the road to GOAT LeBron, I think he calls it.
Yeah, playing with Rick.
Yeah, that's dope. So that's a dope concept.
Still community things, and again, it's it goes back to like the Jazz content creator tournament of last year. It was an awesome 2K event that 2K didn't do.
Yeah.
There would be so many more, like the logo gauntlets. We find out about the logo gauntlet 10 minutes before the thing goes live. There's there's literally never, like, I'll see like an hour after it went live because I'm like late. I'm late on Twitter, so I'll go on Twitter like, oh, they did the gauntlet today. That's all shit. No build up. And when my team's had quite a run lately, because TK, a legendary wall, Dope, it's MJ, and Kawhi boards just got recently in the last couple months got logos, even though it's not. Logos are different this year. I was always drawn to the allure of a logo because of the question why you got logo, so you could explain it. But now the question of why you got logo is, because I won 5 games. They picked me and I won 5 games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not like why you got logo.
Now you put in the application. You put in the application. They might pick you, and you
get lucky. You get some. Ball bounces your way. But back in the day, it was like 2K chose people to put out front that they want to introduce other people to. Yep. That's why you got your logo, because 2K's digging what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's less RNG, less luck.
And it was more cool too, because you knew, like, I forget what day of the week it was, but it was logo day. You go
And there
stream.
was tweets, the vouch tweets coming up, the
Yep.
vouch tweets on Thursday, and sometimes
you
even
go
Wednesday.
stream. You hope you get them. You hope the 2K comes in your chat, and it was like, what's the word for it? Anticipation. It was
It was an event.
It was an event, kind of like opening these Wemby packs. It wasn't gonna happen, but I was like hoping.
Yeah, and it definitely big, and then the creator codes and everything, and it seems like, and even the 250K tournament was awesome, even though I'm not comp, but it was a nice community thing that we could all,
until everybody got banned.
So and so, yeah, everybody got banned, and just a quick note, imagine a logo tournament that's just out of quick note saying, okay, you all have to play me for your logo, and whoever beats me by the most gets your logo, or something like that, where there's a player field like that. Yeah. Just if 2K said, okay, we have a logo gauntlet tournament coming up, and we have the likes of Most Ballin' and Hamza and Eggnog King and Splash and Ty Debo and Two-Way Dream and
anything that involves multiple creators is going to be better. Like you said, just playing 5 games is playing 5 games, but if you do it like that, where you have 10 creators like actually kind of like facing off against each other, that'd be way better.
That's why the Jazz tournament was so awesome. We had the bracket. We knew if Cheap Ludes beats Blazing Invasion, he moves on and plays this guy. We know if Matt Mojo beats Grucey, but Grucey ended up winning. It was more of an event.
And then you had DFS beating Ty Debo.
Yeah, DFS beat Ty Debo, Ruby, what was that? Rudy Gobert, the T-Wolf squad, and it was a fun, cool event. And even
it's like I know Ty had a bad team, but like I'm not gonna lie, DFS, I didn't think you had it in you. I see you.
Hey, he's been on the top of the salary cap leaderboards almost the beginning of the first 4 or 5 seasons. So anybody that plays the game, besides me, plays the game a bunch of times, they're gonna get good at the game, even online. Yeah. Because watching Blazing Invasion play Cheap Ludes, Blazing Invasion, he just plays that's Blazing Ricks, I think, on Twitter. He just plays TTO offline, and he went out and sweated a 5v5 for a tournament, and it was a cool thing to see. And that's what I think that there's just something missing that's untapped. And again, you look at Twitch, how much free marketing is there? Get people that put 400, 500, 600 people in their stream in that gauntlet. Then get the buzz up, and then invite someone like me. After you built it all up with all these big guys, and then gets people that you have to introduce to. It's cool to get introduced in the logo gauntlet for that person, but it's for so many people. It's like, I don't know who this is.
But also,
there's no real backstory.
I think it'd be hard right now, because most of the bigger creators, either 2K ended the relationship with them, or they ended the relationship with 2K.
And that's a whole. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Uncle Demi podcast.
Yeah, I've been watching every episode. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome stuff. I didn't know who Bullet TV was, and I watched that one.
And that was a great episode.
Great episode. And I'm not into that whole side of the 2K world, but it was so relevant to a lot of stuff on my team as well. That there's all these content creators, there's all these people, there's all these eyes that have eyes on them that are willing to work with you, that are willing to do all this stuff, that give them a chance, make them make them just as important as they make your game, and that's a whole army of soldiers waiting to get more people on this game, but just no directive from the people who make the game. And that could be me. I don't know about the 2K20 and the 2K18s and all the logo stuff and all different creators. I've talked to JD Crossover and DBG, who were in the program certain aspects for a while, but it seems like it's a very tumultuous history. It seems like.
Yeah, it seems like at a certain point they just started not caring about the creators.
Yeah,
and I think
it's an odd approach to so many people that are enjoying your product and not.
I was surprised because, like I said, I'm so late to the community. I was surprised that DBG at one point was an X maker. I had no clue.
Oh yeah.
And apparently,
and the people that voluntarily left the program as well.
Yeah, I think I started coming around
Yeah.
like right when that started happening, when people started leaving the program. I was, what the fuck did I walk into here?
Yeah, yeah. It's just the man. In my line of work, a little bit of communication goes a long way, and
Mhm.
you think if you want to be on a path to this, if you want to partner with this, here's something we're looking for. Here's it's just the community could be so much bigger. But we need more of a central figure to make it happen, and you guys are doing great. I love watching you guys' podcast as well.
And we're doing, like, not to toot our own horn, we're doing our thing, but I think like Jazz was that last year. Jazz had that that rally around them, and somebody needs to be that this year to build that my team morale up a little bit. I don't know who it's gonna be, but somebody's got to.
It's just kind of messed up that it's on us as a community to like rebuild what 2K is actively trying to tear down.
And it's even worse because like Jazz rebuilt it and then they just tore it back down. So it's kind of like so do I even want to like try and because like don't get me wrong, like my team tourney with some of the higher and mid-range content creators would be fun as hell to do.
Oh yeah, last year was a blast. I don't know if you guys got to watch it.
I had to work.
Oh yeah,
it was tough.
I watched it.
It was cool. It was cool to see all the different people that you've heard of, that you watch, and even the people that you're not unfamiliar with. People coming back to the game, and so many familiar names. It was very cool to see, because like when you watch the 250K, I knew like 3 people possibly.
Yeah.
But the content creator tournament, it felt like I knew pretty much all of them. Not know them, but know of them.
Yeah. I say fuck it, let's do one.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But that's the thing. We can
find people that still want to play.
We can be disappointed and we can be bummed that there's not that, but we can't expect anything from anybody else. Expecting content creation. You as soon as we start expecting, hey, I'm in this guy's stream all the time, so I bet if I go live, he's going to be in my stream.
Yeah.
Once you start expecting that, then it ruins the whole thing. If we're waiting for 2K to give us something to do,
we're going to be disappointed.
Then you missed it. Then you missed it. And so, and then like people like NATO and Sostaville and anybody else that's trying to build things that get more people interactive, that get more people feel like they are part of the community. All it takes is playing a couple games of co-op with Most Ballin', and you feel like you're pretty big. And that kind of stuff goes a long way. You hop in a NATO league for one season, and maybe you get flooded, but it feels like you're part of something. And
I know
I haven't done that yet. I'm still working up to that.
Yeah, the only reason that NATO league is gives Splash money is because I'm not playing in there.
There you go. All right.
They call him the Splash Stopper.
Yeah, they call me the Splash Stopper. Yep.
Yeah, but it's definitely cool. Like even in the logo gauntlet, when I got to play in that, it felt like I was really part of something. But so many more deserving people. I know what I am on the court. I understand. I knew how the game was going to go. I didn't know how I was going to get there. I was fooled.
Tim's like, I'm probably not going to win this. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah. I had my music off. I'm locked in, headband on. I missed, it's close. It's like 10-9 or something, and I miss a wide open 3 with Diamond Devin.
See, they can't.
And right away, I was in my own head, and it was over.
They can't have me on the logo. God, like this motherfucker drinking beer on our stream.
But
that's the only way I can play. God damn it!
It's a bummer. It's only 5 people a week. And it's for 1 little hour, and sometimes they skip weeks to promote other games and stuff. But it seems like that could be so much, because you hear about, oh man, the people hop in the streams now, like, oh yeah, 2K really fell off. You used to have 5,000 people in your stream. Well, what happened? What are we missing? People love the game. People love giveaways. I shouldn't say people love the game. People love giveaways. People love playing the game.
People love free shit.
Yeah. Some people hate the game. Some people love the game, but all of us just keep on playing it anyway. And if you have all these people just ready for more, give them more.
People are like, how's 2K this year? It's basketball.
Yeah. Hop on Twitch and say, okay, who's on my team? pick the top 5 streamers, put them in your logo gauntlet, DM them.
No,
this
I'm not
Friday,
gonna
something
lie.
like that.
The streets are so dead right now. So I had this
Maybe not
idea.
today. I don't know.
No, I mean just in general. I had this idea that I was
Mhm.
trying to do like a My Team series with like 10 content creators. And I was like trying to like I was like literally on Twitch and YouTube looking at people that stream around the same time that I normally stream. The people that were streaming were apart, guys. It was like My Team was non-existent.
Everyone on X Defiant.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, I guess I just gotta
Roblox.
I guess I just
Wait
gotta
a
just
second.
scrap this idea. This idea is going out the window.
Yeah, and it's tricky.
All right, let's go and wrap up. Closing thoughts. Josh, fire some off.
This game can be great if you make it great for yourself. That's all I'll say.
That's fact.
They won't make it great for you. If you can find a way to make it great, do it. Do it because you enjoy it. Don't do it because you want to gamble and rip packs and not get anything, sadly.
All right,
Again.
Tim, closing thoughts.
This and any other game, know what you're getting into. Go in with your eyes open. Low expectations are the easiest ones to beat. So, and yeah, if you gravitate toward what makes you happy, what you enjoy about the game, and before you know it, it's not as broken as you think. Except when the fans are on the court. And I'm stepping out of bounds and pogo stick doesn't work because I pump faked and the dude jumped 3 times. I can't get the shot off. And I'm watching July Glow videos today to figure out how to do post moves.
I'm watching the Brooks
Other than
Nelson
that-
dribbling video today to figure out how to dribble.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
Yeah,
right
but
there.
if I miss or I lose, it's because my teammates either sold or are out of position. So come on, squad, get better.
All right, so Josh kind of took mine, so I'm gonna have the freestyle here. Closing thoughts. If you run into that Gaming Dad YT on Unlimited, just know you're about to get off ball, switch all fucking game, and be ready to sweat your ass off. All right, so that's gonna wrap up the pod. Tim, I appreciate you coming back, man. Great guest
Appreciate you
as
having me.
always.
Always a blast to talk to you guys.
And we got to start getting some momentum going. So we're going to talk a little bit more, off camera to try and get some shit popping in this community to get things flowing.
Sir.
I appreciate everybody that made it all the way through. If you did make it all the way through, comment down below some creators to possibly hit up for this tournament, maybe, possibly. And as always, y'all be safe. Peace.
Peace.